Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. I just thought I would try to do this again. You guys know I have been fighting with my iPhone. It has ran out of space. It is just acting like it has a mind of its own. I promise you guys. So it's not wanting to work out too good. And I love doing these get ready with me kind of thing because I don't like putting on makeup. And this actually gives me a way to actually have someone to talk to while I'm getting ready. So, guys, were you able to watch Becca's live yesterday? Oh my gosh, did she not just knock it out of the park? She was amazing. And I was so happy that she was able to put a lot of that stuff in about Gypsy trying to go on her own wiki page and make up her own narrative there. That is so funny because I did have a video that I was going to put out, and it had all of that stuff that Becca had on there, and I'm like, I'm not gonna redo that one. So as always, Gypsy was still in Wiki trying to make a change. I have to have my coffee this morning because it is so cold here in Nashville. I feel like, oh my gosh, it feels like wintertime already. But so from what I'm understanding, because I was up pretty early this morning and I was over there at GRB Snark over there on Reddit, and I was reading that's where I get caught up a lot of times whenever, especially after I've been asleep all night. That way I can see what I missed. And whenever I'm telling you, GRB Snark has gone wild with what she has done on Wiki. Because not only are we seeing that she has gone on Wiki to try to change the narrative, she's actually sending her mindless minions over there. Her cult following, we may say, over to try to change it. Because to me, when you seen what Becca showed yesterday, I really think Wiki was trying to be nice and tell her, they were doing it in a nice way without being hateful or being a smart aleck, saying, hey, it is against Wikipedia for you to come in here and write your own narrative. They were trying to be nice about it and let her know, hey, you can't just go in there. And this is something I wanted to bring up, and I forgot to bring it up in my last video. Isn't it funny whenever she was trying to change her narrative on Wikipedia? Isn't it funny how she wanted to cite her book because she's supposed to be a number one New York Times bestseller, which I found out her book was not a New York Times number one bestseller. Now, what was the New York Times bestseller was her audiobook. Now, that one did say that she was a New York Post, Hollywood, blah, 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 you know what I'm saying. I can't say out that word too early in the morning. But what I find is really funny is that she wanted to state, and because whenever they said, hey, we need proof, we need you to send us proof because we can't just put um whatever people say is the truth. We got to have facts. We've got to have where you got this information from. And what she did, hold on, I'm running out of makeup. No, let me get back to work before I run out of makeup. Okay, a little bit came out, so good. But what they said was they have to have proof that what she's saying is the truth. And what I find is funny is that she actually stated that the proof comes from her book, My Time to Stand. But wait a minute. You're saying that your book, My Time to Stand, is the proof of all of these edits that you're saying? What I find, oh, got a piece of my hair in there. But what I find so funny about that, if it's so true and everything that she said in that book is the truth, why does she have to rewrite it? Why is she having to go and try to rewrite that book that she's saying is fact because there's so much inconsistencies and all of that in her book? Why does it have to be rewritten? Why? Whenever Becca, me, Into the Weeds, 1980s Millennial, Toddy, you name us, any content creator, Audrey from TikTok, Angel Baby, Spilling Tea with Angel Baby, all of us have sit here and shown everybody the inconsistencies in her book. But she wants to come out and say that she's going to use this book as proof of what she's saying is true. Hold on, Gypsy. Hold on to your underwear, because why are you rewriting it? That's what I want to know. Because we found so many inconsistencies, and you're saying I got to rewrite it. You're out here trying to advertise this new book coming out, but you're telling Wikipedia that they can believe all of your posts because of your book, My Time to Stand. Liar. You're a liar. You have admitted that you're a liar. And when people tell you who they are, you got to believe them. You got to believe them. And Gypsy has told us many a time who in the world she is. But she wants to turn around and claim that she's a truth teller whenever she's already told all of us that she's a big fat liar. Can't believe you, Gypsy. And do you guys remember? I don't know if it was on, what was it on? Was it Dr. Phil? Or I think it was Dr. Phil. I can't remember. But do you remember how she said, that's when she said that, oh, she taught me how to be a good liar. I can lie without conscience. Well, she can't even say conscience, right? But, I mean, who am I to say? Because there's a lot of words I can't say. But who is she to say that? And then she said, I'm trying to be a good person. You're trying? It's not that hard to be a good person. There's just a few rules to it. You treat others the way that you want to be treated. You don't tell untruths. And you don't manipulate people that have a disorder and they are not as smart as the average bear. I just think that is so funny. And for her to say that she's trying to get the truth out there whenever she's a liar. And I can't stand it. And it is so funny that all of these things that she has tried to put over on Wikipedia, everybody can see it. Everybody can see what she tried to do. And to me, and they call that the Streisand effect. And I've never even heard of the Streisand effect before, and I don't even remember this happening. Is it a Mandela effect? I don't know. But do you guys remember Barbara Streisand? Hold on, guys. I can't find my... Hold on. We got an issue here. I can't find some of my stuff. Hold on. All right. Found it. Okay. Got it. Sorry, guys. So, do you guys remember that about... I explained what the Streisand effect was whenever in my last video. So Barbara Streisand got mad because there was an article came out and it showed her home. And she didn't like it, so she sued. And so what that did is it brought all kind of attention to what she wanted off the internet. And I think that's what's happening with Gypsy. She's trying to change the narrative. She's trying to make some of the things that she's done look a little nicer, to look a little bit more palatable. And all she has done is made herself look 10 times worse. And I just think that's, you know what? It couldn't have happened to a better possum. But where's Ken? Where's her father? Where's Christy during all of this? You would think they would tell her, hey, slow your roll. Don't be acting like this. You're making a complete horse's patootie out of yourself. But she doesn't have anybody in her camp that, I guess they don't have balls enough to tell her when she is making herself look like that. And if you guys remember back during the height of Gypsy Rose Blanchard, she had hired a company to clean up her image. Do you guys remember? But that didn't work very long. That didn't work very long at all. That was back whenever they were telling her to do the, what is it called? Do the pregnancy commercial, pregnancy videos and all of that good stuff. But it just didn't work out very well for her. I really think that she needs to go back to that because the girl needs some help. The girl needs some help. She needs somebody to tell her, hey, you look like a fool with what you're doing. Guys, I did not know I had a whole bag of Epsom salt. Isn't it funny what you find whenever you're going through your stuff because you can't find what you're looking for? But I don't know. I just find that just really odd to me. So I'm going to look into everything that's going on. I'm going to look into all of that today to see what else I can find. Because you know that with what she did yesterday, it's going to get worse. She's going to keep saying more and more crap. And she's going to try to pull off more and more stuff. But you know your girl here. I'm going to watch for it. I can promise you that. But that's the whole thing with what's going on with Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Now, Bree, her first in command, was on a live yesterday during when Becca was on. And I went to screen record it thinking that she was going to say something or, because of all of this that's happening. But I never caught anything. I didn't hear her saying much about Gypsy. Really and truly, I didn't hear her say anything. She was mostly talking about Boston and all of that stuff, which I don't know much about that Boston person. But apparently that Boston is a horrid, horrid person that is a racist, misogynist, just the worst kind of person. So I didn't see anything on that front. But guys, I'm almost ready. I just got to do my eyelashes and brush my hair. I know. So Pink, what are you doing today? So I'm getting ready today. I got a few things on my list to do. And of course I need to clean my house as usual. I clean my house like almost every day. I got that to do, but tomorrow is a big day. I have got, and y'all are going to be so happy. So I have got 2 interviews tomorrow. Yay! So I'm really excited about that. I got one at 9:30 in the morning, and then I've got another one at 12 o'clock. So guys, please send me some good energy because y'all know I need it so badly. So send me some of that good energy. But I'm trying to get ready today just to do I'm going to do some cleaning and do some things like that I need to do. I need to check on my neighbor, which is, she is elderly. She is 73 years old. And so I'm going to check on her because the weekend is coming. I need to see if she needs for me to do any running for her. I want to make sure she's got food in her cabinets because I think this weekend is going to be a mess. It's November 1st. It's going to be the first month that some of these states is not paying out benefits to people. And guys, please do not show hate in my comments because we don't show hate here. We do not judge people here. And you don't know what situation somebody's in. So we don't judge. This is a judge-free zone. Now, yes, I think that some of the SNAP, Section 8, and all of that needs to be looked at. It needs to be revamped. Just because I know people that were on Section 8, they were on food stamps, and then they go out and they were on where the government would help them with daycare. And I remember this one lady so vivid. So she was on that. She went out. She found her a job. She found her a good job. She was going to school. She was getting her like a little certificate. She was so happy. She was like, she wanted to be self-sufficient. So here it is. She got her a job. She's so excited. That next month rolled around. Boom. They took everything away from her. And I just think that's wrong. Why can't we help some of these single moms, some of these people that are trying to get off the system, but they still need help because it's almost like they are doing it's almost like a ladder. It's like they need to give them a little help. Let them get stable. There's a lot of bills out there. Living in America is expensive. I don't have to tell you guys, you know. But how are you going to do somebody, as soon as they get a job, you're going to throw them off of benefits like that just because you get one paycheck? That don't mean that you're self-reliant. Not yet. Let them get on their feet. Let them, and not only that, why don't we have where we can teach people how to, if you remember the video from yesterday, why can't we show people how to grow their own food? That's a good thing. Why can't we have community gardens? That would be great. Not only that, they have stopped teaching budgeting in school, or how to do your checkbook, how to do your budget. Guys, they don't show any of that anymore. So why can't we have classes to help people so they can understand how to save up, how to do a budget to get by every month? It's not about just giving. If you remember, I know there's a saying, I'm going to get it wrong. If you give someone a fish, that feeds them for today. But you give them a fishing pole as well, so they can take it and they can learn from it, and then they can teach their young people how to do it. But I just think that we need more stuff like that. Look, guys, what do you think about this? I want my hair to kind of be out of my face today, so I'm going to put my hair up a little bit. But, guys, that's all I wanted to talk about today. I'm almost done getting ready. And I really appreciate you guys sticking with me while I'm getting ready, because you guys know I hate doing this. I hate doing makeup. I hate fixing my hair and everything. Y'all just keep me company so I'm able to do this without going, oh, look, see, that didn't even fit. So thank you guys for sticking with me. I love each and every one of you so very much. And I care about you guys. And I really want you guys to stay safe. Make sure that you get everything that you need from the store today. Let's not wait until Saturday. And then I don't want to see you guys out in this ruckus. Please, please, please. I showed that video yesterday. We don't need to be a part of all of that. I wish each and every one of you lived close to me, because I would definitely share my garden with you. But I love you guys. I will see you guys in the next video. You guys know I'll be back soon. Bye, guys.